JP is a tricky zoner who excels at flooding the screen with fireballs. If he's able to set up his portals, he takes complete control of the match. The opponent needs to either take a risk to get in, or wait for them to trigger before approaching. Blocking puts the opponent into a bad situation, as JP's constant stream of projectiles whistle away at their drive gauge. If they choose to parry, JP can then teleport and get a punish counter throw. When JP gets a hard knockdown, he can set up his portals for Oki, creating a situation that's hard for the opponent to escape. When his portals are out, any hit can lead to a full combo. They can even combo off throws. This gives JP some of the best corner pressure in the game. The portals can also be used for combo extensions, which leads to high damage. JP has some extremely long combos, while also being able to convert from situations where most characters can't. JP is also solid at mid-range thanks to the disjoint on his normals. He's often able to cleanly beat the opponent's pokes, forcing them to be more careful with their buttons. JP's level 2 excels at opening up the opponent. With the right setup, JP's level 2 can be almost impossible to block. He can use it to force the opponent to repeatedly make left, right and high-low guesses. Even if the opponent does manage to block it, they'll have taken so much drive damage that they'll be close to burnout. Burnout gives JP a strong win condition. Losing access to Drive Rush forces the opponent to block his swarm of projectiles. JP is often able to deal a significant amount of chip damage before their gauge recovers. Defensively, Amnesia may be the best reversal in the game. When triggered, it releases bombs which home in on the opponent. This gives JP time to both switch sides and set up his portals, allowing him to reverse the situation completely. Despite not having a DP, JP has reliable anti-airs. His crouching heavy punch is invincible to jump-ins, and he also has an air throw to snipe the opponent out of jumps. JP has high and low projectiles as well as fake projectiles to bait parries. If he's at the right range, he can mix up the opponent just by throwing fireballs. While JP's level 3 is a slow reversal, it can combo from fireballs full screen. This can turn any stray hit into a potential win if the opponent is low on life. JP is incredibly well rounded with no big weaknesses to exploit. This means he doesn't have many terrible matchups. Some characters don't have the tools to effectively navigate JP's fireball game. JP has an easy time against these characters. He can struggle against characters who have good ways to mitigate his fireballs. Characters like Cammy can nullify much of his projectile game, eliminating his biggest strength. JP's buttons are fairly slow, which can make it hard for him to take back his turn against an aggressive opponent. While Amnesia is powerful, it doesn't lead to guaranteed damage against moves with fast recovery. This makes it worse than a DP when the opponent is a single hit away from death. JP has a dead zone where he's too far to use his disjointed buttons and too close to safely throw fireballs. Characters like Luke or Sagat can sit at this range and pressure with fireballs or long buttons. JP is fairly slow, making it hard for him to reposition. He prefers for the opponent to come to him rather than the other way around. He's not the kind of character that can use his movement to create openings. Without his portals active, JP's combo options are limited. His damage and mix-ups are a lot worse if he can't set up Departure. JP has an unorthodox playstyle and can be hard to learn if you're used to more standard characters. He doesn't really play a normal neutral game and instead relies on his fireballs to control his opponent. You should play JP if you want to play a tricky zoner who's incredibly well rounded. He has a large toolkit with an option for every situation. Thanks for watching, make sure to subscribe and I'll see you all next time.